It's been nearly a year and a half since Springfield Armory introduced the Echelon. I'm no market expert, but it does seem like it's been doing really well. I was a fan right away, and I still am. I think Springfield knocked it out of the park with the Echelon, and because it's a modular design with the removable central operating group, or COG, I think we've yet to see all the possibilities. But one such possibility that many have asked for is an Echelon that's designed more for concealed carry. Well, the folks at Springfield listened, and we now have the Echelon 4.0C. The 4.0 indicates the barrel length, which is exactly 4 inches. The C stands for compact. Pretty simple, right? Or if you like, it could stand for carry or even concealable. The gun is shorter in both length and height compared to the full-sized Echelon, but it still carries 15 rounds in the flush-fit magazine. I got an advanced copy of the Echelon 4.0C for this review, and I want to thank Springfield Armory for sending that kit out early so I could really kick the tires. I am breaking in the new Echelon 4.0C from Springfield Armory. This is the carryable version of the amazing Echelon. The shorter height of the 4.0C is much better for concealed carry because it's much less likely to print. That is, of course, the height, the most important dimension. Also, for my hand, it is just about an absolute perfect fit. Okay, so let's look at the specs of the Echelon Compact. It is, of course, a 9mm handgun with a polymer frame. Inside that frame is the central operating group. This is the serialized fire control group. That's what makes this gun a modular handgun. The slide is machined from billet steel and finished with melanite, as is the hammer-forged steel barrel. The important numbers are the height, which is 5 1/8 inch, and the overall length of 7 1/4 inches. The width of the compact is the same as that of the full-sized Echelon, 1.2 inches at the widest part. The gun weighs 24 ounces with an empty magazine. It's available in a few different configurations. The one I have came with two 15-round flush-fit magazines, but there's also an extended magazine available. MSRP for the Echelon Compact is $679. I've talked about the sights on the Echelon for what seems like forever, but this might be the first time you're watching one of my videos, or it could be the first time you're seeing the Echelon. So I'll talk about them again. The sights are what Springfield calls UDOT. The front sight is a brightly colored luminescent ring that surrounds a tritium center. The rear sight has a distinctive U-shaped white underline around the notch. The result is a sight picture that's fast and easy to acquire, easy to hold on target, and great in any kind of light. Of course, the Echelon is optics ready, using the innovative variable interface system that can mount almost any optic without the need for an adapter plate. When I opened the box with the Echelon Compact, I smiled when I saw that it had been fitted with the Vortex Defender ST. I recently reviewed the new Vortex Defender series, and it is exactly what I would have put on this gun.
All right, just for fun, I'm going to do a little bit of offhand accuracy. Just not going to rest the gun or anything like that. I just want to see how well I shoot the gun. That's always my criteria. So I'm going to try a couple different self-defense loads, and I'm just going to shoot 5 shots each at that target 15 yards downrange. Try and put them in the orange dot if I can. Starting out with Federal Syntech. This is 138 grain polymer bullets. So I'm going to start out with these Syntechs, and then I'll move on to something a little more conventional. Okay, 15 yards. All right, there's the Federal. All right, so Target Medic has repaired the target, and while I was doing that, I saw that I had 2 in the orange and 3 just outside of it. The 3 were a nice group, and the 2 were a nice group. But now let's try something much more conventional, at least to me, and that is Hornady Critical Duty. Same everything. All right, there's those 5. Now keep in mind, there's certainly a margin of error for shooting offhand, and I've already put 150 rounds through this gun today so far, so there's a little bit of shooter fatigue as well involved. So from 15 yards offhand, it's probably not too bad. I think we can say this is an accurate shooting gun.
One of the hesitations that people can sometimes have when considering buying a new model intended for carry is the availability of good holsters. Well, Safariland already has a really nice inside the waistband holster for this gun. It's perfect for either the 4 o'clock position or appendix position. It includes a mag carrier so that your reload is right where you need it. I used the holster for a bit at the range. It's comfortable, easy to draw from, and it does not budge. Clearly, it's only a matter of a short time before all the major holster makers will have it covered. All of the other aspects of the Echelon are here. Excellent ergonomics that makes it feel like it was molded to fit your hand, fantastic trigger, the rugged construction, and even though shorter, it still has generous Picatinny rail under the dust cover for lights. And the excellent slide serrations front and rear are made for serious traction under serious conditions.
Okay, just some random at the range thoughts while I shoot this Echelon 4.0C. So we just saw that it is accurate, even in my hands, and that's saying something. It's got the sights that are on it are sights that I put way at the top of my list in terms of best sights in the business, especially for stock. The trigger on the Echelon is really, really fantastic. I've been loving it for a long time. This one feels just exactly the same. And this is, of course, a modular handgun, and it's fully ambidextrous. So you got ambidextrous slide stop, slide release, you've got ambidextrous magazine release, and even an ambidextrous trigger, which is always nice. Now with this Vortex Defender ST on it, it is incredible. This is really the perfect sight for this gun. And so, of course, this is an Echelon, and it has all of the things that we love about the Echelon. It has that fantastic trigger, it has the modularity and the ambidextrous controls and all the things I've mentioned. This size, this carry size now, as I said before, it fits my hand perfectly. Your mileage may vary there, but it really feels nice and ergonomic and very carryable. And of course, it has, like the other Echelon models, the removable back straps so that you can customize it to your hand size. The 15-round flush magazines are perfect for carry. They give you a lot of capacity. They're a little stiff getting those last couple rounds in there, but those springs will probably start to soften up over time. But one of the things that I really noticed today is how well it handles recoil. It is very soft, even when I was shooting, like, you know, the critical defense. And I think that is definitely something to talk about in the argument of, well, why not carry a Hellcat versus this new 4.0C Echelon? Because, you know, I'm a guy who typically is going to reach for the Hellcat, I'll be honest. But now that the weather's getting a little cooler, it's easier to carry things that are a little bit larger. And I tell you what, with the extra capacity and the small size and the way it handles recoil, this fantastic trigger, this would really be a nice, cool weather carry gun. And for you bigger folks out there who can get away with carrying a little bit more in warm weather, this could be definitely an all year long contender. All right, I think that's wrapping it up for me today at the range. I do really like this new Echelon. It's a really nice size, perfect for carry. It's still really good for the range. It also could be perfect for competitions for carry size. With or without an optic.
One of my favorite features is the milled handles at the rear of the slide. They protrude just enough to make it easier for those with less hand strength to pull the slide fully back. And just like the pedaling assist on an e-bike, if you have it, you might as well use it. The 4.0C is a nice addition to the Echelon line, especially for those who have been wanting a smaller version that they can carry. Zero problems after more than 200 rounds tested, and it's a gun that's easy for me to shoot well, and that might be the most important thing. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What would you like to see this gun go head-to-head with? That would be fun. You can really support this channel and help me keep content flowing just by hitting like and being a subscriber. I'm on Patreon too, if you want to support me that way. Look in the description of this video and you'll see several discount codes and affiliate links. You can save significant money on products that I use and recommend. This is just an opinion. Thanks for watching.